Hi everyone, welcome to Good Morning Toowoomba with Ben Absey and...
I'm Daryl Nicholson, more than just a postcode. I think that worked, that intro, so one of the complaints, not really complaints, some feedback.
Constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism. The one we had earlier last year, or late last year, was too long, so 60-second intro to get you warmed up and get those viewers on there.
We're open to constructive criticism, we just don't like being, thrown in front of committees for what we say, so...
I'm going to leave that alone. Today is Friday, the 15th of January.
Interesting write-up in The Australian about that, actually.
Oh, was it?
The week after, yeah.
Okay, right. Oh, okay. A low of 16 today, high of 31. Currently it's 18 degrees in the beautiful Garden City, and a 10% chance of rain, which I think equates to zero. I think they just put that 10%.
10% chance of what, 2 or 3 millimetres?
Yeah. So, mate, we were just talking off air. The Chronicle did a story, 21 good reasons to come to Toowoomba. So
your insurance will love you.
Your insurance will definitely love you, yeah. So
keep your keys in, as Gavin said.
It's the best city in the world. I think it's just a beautiful place. I've lived in a few places. It is
the gateway to the west.
Mm-hmm.
Toowoomba City, gateway to the west.
Yep.
Stay, make it your anchor city. Stay here. Go out to Stanthorpe, Warwick, Millmerran. Come back in.
There's no
Crow's Nest.
No coronavirus in Toowoomba. That's good. That's excellent.
I think there might have been a lot of it during the council election. But that's a theory I've got.
It could have been. So, mate, yeah, look, Gavin Mingo put a funny comment on there. Just make sure you put your car keys away. Look, there is crime in Toowoomba, but it's not as bad as some of the other regions, mate. And the Toowoomba Safer Regional Partnerships with the council.
You know what is higher than average in Toowoomba?
What's that?
Divorce.
Oh, is it?
Mm.
Okay, righto. Didn't know that. But the Toowoomba Safer Regional Partnerships do a great job with working on crime and
sales for sex toys are really high in Toowoomba as well. It's a great city to live in. It's a great family city.
There's 3 adult shops in Toowoomba, isn't there?
Yeah.
Not that I know.
Well, two in Toowoomba, one down the range.
Okay, that's right. Yeah. So, mate, Join the Adventure. I want to talk about these guys. You haven't met Andrew and Jody yet from Join the Adventure.
Yeah, have we did the Carnival Flowers?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did the live stream.
Who forgets?
2019, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 2019.
It's just his old age.
That's right. Well, Jody and Andrew have been on a road trip. Now, normally they go down south this time of year, but they've gone up north because of crossing the borders and that sort of thing. They drove all the way to Ingham. They had to turn around and go back because the floodwaters are up there. But they did get up to Cooktown, but they did a live stream yesterday from Longreach. I've never been out to Longreach, have you?
No.
I'd love to go out there.
Qantas Founders Museum? Yeah,
well, they were driving around. They've Stockman's Hall of Fame, and the drive out there looks great. And there must be is it a 747 they got parked there?
Yep.
Yeah, under a big hangar there. So, big shout out to Jody and Andrew.
If you do want to go to Longreach, you can either drive, or alternatively, you can catch the train.
Mm-hmm.
So you go with Queensland Rail and go up the coast and inland. So
okay. Are you selling tickets for that?
There are actually good packages for that. Yeah.
Okay. Mm. And speaking about this production, it is done in the studio of Studio 4350 at Travel Mugs Coffee, inside Globetrotters, and we've got a solicitor at the back now, so if we say anything wrong, we can get some legal advice.
That's good.
And of course, our production crew.
Be aware we're friends with lawyers.
And our production crew down on the floor here, Light and Dark Productions, putting everything together for us. So really do appreciate that. Just got to get that glow off my face.
It's a business community venture, this one.
That's right. I'm a little bit red today. I know I've got a red face, but anyhow. Mate, what are your thoughts?
I look like I'm sunburnt.
Yeah, so do I. I really look like I'm sunburnt.
I mean, I probably am, but...
Mate, isolation in the CBDs, or should they be in mining camps? What do you think about that?
Quarantine,
yeah.
For the sick, not for the healthy, is my opinion on that.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's a vaccine rolling out in 6 weeks' time, why are we concerned?
Not true. I've got a bit of a problem with it in the CBD.
And on top of that, Dr. Jeanette Young's own words, she has full faith in the contact tracing system.
Mm-hmm.
What's changed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I thought Queensland was top-notch, better than everyone else. They like sticking it into New South Wales and Victoria.
I think there should be an isolation in mining camps. That way we don't get another shutdown of Brisbane like happened last weekend.
That'd be great business for Wellcamp Airport. They fly them in here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Then we will have coronavirus in our region, Darryl. It will be here.
Yeah, well, that's true. And one of the theories is if you put them on a bus and they've got to go to mining camp...
They will all catch it on the bus.
Yeah, so I don't know.
It was interesting. Someone pointed out that it thinks it's it's not a good idea, but at least there's one positive to it, is that the government's realised that there's more to Queensland than just Brisbane.
Mm-hmm.
They've remembered the rest of it exists. Mm-hmm. So
we've got some beautiful areas.
I think if they're going to stick them in mining camps, they should start sticking some money in the regions as well.
Yeah, good point. Employment. We're going through an employment boom in Queensland. I was reading on news.com today, 48,000 new jobs in Queensland. So there's a lot of jobs. Why we've got such high unemployment, and why is the Deputy Prime Minister having to go at people saying to them, turn off the Netflix?
I will never turn off my Netflix.
Neither will I. And I'm working. I have a right to Netflix. I love Netflix.
Old people just don't get it.
Malcolm McCormack probably doesn't get
Malcolm
it.
McCormack.
Mm-hmm. So are you a fan of Michael McCormack?
He's a nice guy. I've actually met him and had beer with him. So.
All right, okay. Right, what else is happening? The ABC were reporting that 0 cases of community of coronavirus. There have been no cases of community coronavirus, but they're still worried about New South Wales, the UK strain, and in Queensland. So
I'm a little bit sceptical about calling it the UK strain if we're not allowed to call it the China virus.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, that's true.
Well, my family's hails from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
People could consider that racist.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we call it the China virus?
That's right, exactly. I'm with you. I mean, well, Trump did call it the China virus.
The Africa strain as well.
There is an African strain, yeah. And Dr. Jeanette Young's trying to dismiss that and to say there's just new strains, not to give them a country.
Yeah, that's probably
the label of the country. So
if it's going to do exactly what the flu does, doesn't that just make it the same thing?
Yep. Southern parts of WA, our thoughts are with the people today. Catastrophic fire danger today. So just take it easy, WA, and just be.
No, we don't. No, we won't talk about other countries. We'll just talk. We'll keep it. We'll talk about Australia.
Yeah, that's it. We're just talking about Australia, but
no, WA doesn't count. They're their own country.
I've been to WA. I want to go to WA. I'd love to go to Perth. I reckon Perth's a beautiful city. Adelaide. I haven't been to Adelaide, the city of churches. I want to get there and see.
I would be keen to go to Adelaide.
Yeah.
I'm not really overly fussed on going to Western Australia at the moment, mainly because their government's been a bunch of 12-year-old schoolgirls as far as their border.
Oh, okay, righto. Have they been precious, have they?
Yes.
And is Anna Bligh wondering why they won't open their border? Not Anna Bligh, Anastasia Palaszczuk.
Anna Bligh's probably wondering the same thing too.
Yeah, probably. Mate, 2020 was the hottest year on record. It beat 2016.
It was one of the top 4 hottest years on record. But interestingly, some new data suggests that we are actually heading towards an ice age.
Oh, really?
That there will be a chain of events that melts all the ice and then sends us into an ice age because it cools all the oceans and the currents and stuff.
Have you been watching Netflix about this? Or?
Sky News.
Oh, Sky News. Sky? Okay, they didn't report that on the ABC. What they did
what a surprise.
What they did report was that the UK is banning travellers from South Africa and Portugal, so trying to stop different strains of the virus getting in there. Big shout out to my cousin in London. He's in lockdown at the moment. He's not very happy about it, but London's been shut down again. So, and I rang him the other day, and it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I think I woke him in the middle of the night. He wasn't real happy with me, but
I'd be interested to see the global statistics and see whether all these people dying from coronavirus have affected the population boom globally, because at this stage we're still set to hit 9.7 billion in the year 2050, and we're currently at 7.9. So,
okay. Geez, you're full of stats today. You've blown me away, mate. Tennis, mate. Tennis in Melbourne. Thousands of people going into Melbourne, but Andy Murray has got the COVID-19, so a bit disappointing for the Australian Open that Andy Murray won't be there. So, and I know you won't care about this one, but Wayne Bennett is not going to coach the Queensland State of Origin side this year. He's going to focus on the Rabbitohs. So, and I think it would be a good bet to put $10 or $20 on the Rabbitohs to win the grand final. You get 6 to 1. So I think that might be a good bet. Seems though he's not going to be training the Queensland team, and I think Queensland will lose this year, the series. So
I would be happy.
Not that you'll really care about football anyhow.
I'd be happy if the Queensland team lost.
Yeah, that's about it, mate. Toowoomba Farmers Markets is on tomorrow. I saw a post. It's on tomorrow under the windmills at Cobb & Co. I haven't been there for a little while. Must go and check it out.
All back from their Christmas breaks.
Yeah, full on. The Makers Market was supposed to be on last Sunday, but it cancelled because of the Rona in Brisbane. But they're coming up again very soon. PCYC Markets is still on down at the PCYC. Big shout out to Mick Beatros and the team there. What else is there to do tomorrow? Your Travel Mugs is open for coffee tomorrow. What time do you open?
8 till 12.
8 till 12 tomorrow? Okay, so if you're after a coffee...
A little bit of travel coming up for us, though, over the next little bit. So it's good because there's travel actually happening now.
Right.
So
okay.
There'll be a few weekends there where we won't be open. But
Yep. Well, come down and check out Travel Mugs, and also while you're here, Carnival Lane. Have a look at that. What else is going on in Toowoomba? I can't think. Cork and Lever, if you haven't been there yet.
the Met's got DJing on tonight from 8 o'clock.
Yep.
So if you
Who's the DJ?
Serena?
Serena, yeah. Serena's the DJ.
Charming.
So, yep. So plenty to do. The CBD's coming alive, so there's a fair bit going on. So, okay, well, that's about it, mate. I can't think of anything else. I haven't got a saying for the day today. I just do want to shout out to Ross, my housemate Ross, still in hospital in Brisbane, and to Annette, she's back in hospital at St Andrews. So that's about it, mate.
We are what they grow beyond. Is the burden of all masters.
Okay. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you Monday. I'm Daryl Nicholson, more than just a postcode.
And while the Star Wars quote goes over Daryl's head, thanks for joining us with Good Morning Toowoomba. Remember to like and share on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube.
Hate Star Wars.
Ben Apsey.
Can't stand Star Wars.